So I was given a bunch of antennas from my friends at King who aren't really that well known for TV antennas. They're more known for their satellite products, and that's a shame because their TV antenna products are pretty darn good too. This time, I'm going to be looking at the Omni Pro antenna. The Omni Pro antenna is their omnidirectional antenna. It's available in white or black. You get whichever one you want just to match your RV, or if you want a contrast, that's completely up to you. And an omnidirectional antenna is a great thing to have on an RV because you don't even have to worry about aiming it at all. The range is probably going to be a little bit lower than what you find in an antenna that you have to aim, but as long as you're, 50 miles or so from a major city, you're going to find this thing is going to work very well for you. This antenna mounts up, and it's a low profile mount. It looks really good and it's nice and solid. Taking a look at it, I found that everything that you needed was right in the box. Now, some antennas will come with a little bit of aiming instructions, but of course, an omnidirectional antenna doesn't need to. On the other hand, what it does come with is probably the slickest power injector that I have seen in a long time. Let me show you. You see, this is really designed for an RV. It's a plate. You see, fits nice and flush. It's a great design. Power button also functions as a bypass button. In other words, if you've got cable TV that you can get from the RV park, well, no problem. Hook it in through the back and you're in business. The antenna will be bypassed and you'll get the cable channels instead. In addition to the front mount output, there's also a second output in the back, which will feed a second TV so that you can have one, say right close to the bed or something like that, however you want to do it. Pretty impressive. Now, if you don't want to put a hole in the wall or whatever, you can get just kind of this plain old 12 volt power injector, which is available separately at solidsignal.com. I want to tell you a little bit more about this antenna, which is a bit surprising to me at first. If you like this antenna for your RV, you can get one that's identical for your home. It's exactly the same antenna, just with different mounting hardware. And the mounting hardware it comes with is really good, really surprisingly good. First of all, you get what I would say is the best solid J-mount that I have seen with any TV antenna as standard equipment. Other antennas, we carry them at Solid Signal, so I don't want to say bad stuff about them, but what I do want to say is they tend to come with fairly small J-mounts. This one is solid. This one will hold on no matter what you're doing. And of course, you can mount it a bunch of different ways. That's the whole purpose of a J-mount. It also comes with this little clamp here, and you see you can attach this to a J-mount a bunch of different ways. Put the antenna on top of it. And again, once again, solid metal, thick stuff here. They're not messing around with it. You don't get plastic anywhere on this thing. And you can use this to mount to an existing J-mount, to any vertical surface on your home, like, for example, a gas furnace chimney or something like that. It's going to be everything you need. But, of course, the proof of the pudding is in the eating, as they say. Let's take a look at the performance charts. Performance for this omnidirectional antenna was on par with other Omni antennas that I have seen and exceeded it in some places, not quite as much in others. Signal to noise was really good, which indicates a high quality antenna. You see, if you had a cheaper antenna, it would have a lot of noise coming out of the amplifier and signal to noise would be affected. That's a problem because digital signals are really sensitive to excess noise in them. Overall, I felt that this antenna performed very well, and if you happen to be within about 50 miles, you should be able to get good reception pretty much anywhere from any direction, VHF high or UHF. You can take a look for the King omnidirectional antennas for RV and home at Solid Signal. And if you have any questions, well, here's the amazing thing. Call us. We answer the phone. You don't hear that an awful lot today, but we do. Truth is, we make it easy to do business with us because all you got to do is call 888-233-7563 during East Coast business hours, and we will be happy to answer all your questions. While you're talking to us, you can ask about satellite services, cellular, because we do take care of all of that stuff as well. And let me say, we don't have an overseas call center. We have people who really care in our Novi, Michigan offices, and call them directly, get their names, their contact numbers, their email addresses, so you can call them when you need to. It's not what you expect today, but it is what we provide at solidsignal.com. You can shop for King products at solidsignal.com/king or anywhere that you can find Solid Signal products on Amazon, on eBay, and through some of our other third-party partners.